Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to map number 3. You're still watching sAw versus Movistar Riders, and you're watching Movistar Riders starting on the CT side, despite, I believe, losing that ninth round. And that is, of course, because the favoured side out here on Anubis is the T, and sAw look to take full advantage of the fact they get to start here, as both of these sides have a pretty horrendous CT side ahead of them.
Yeah, those sAw really need to warm up, really get their heads in the game, because on the previous map, things looked a little lackluster. Oh, hold on a second. They thought it was clear, but no, Mopple strikes around the corner. At least gets the first, delays the bomb plant just a tiny bit. So, Movistar is close, trying to get into the side, but no, thus far, pretty much everything, well, gets denied. Still trying to get ahead of the situation. People need to reload left and right, but the kills still fly the way of sAw. Only one more to find, and there we go. That is Roman picking up the last frag. Pistol round secured, and sAw kicking things off with a nice start.
So to clarify what I was talking about, we have the perfect example here. Both of these two teams recently played Forza in Challenger League, and both of them lost to Forza on Anubis. Now, Movistar lost 11-13, sAw lost 2-13. sAw picking up only 2 rounds, both of which were on the CT, and Movistar won only 3 CT rounds. It was a pretty rough affair for both sides on that defensive half, and now both of them coming into playing against each other. I reckon sAw has a very big advantage here, getting to start on the favoured T, and my goodness, Aristotle, one clip is all it takes to mow down 4 people pushing out of arches, and Ujax looks to steal away that final kill. Are they nice? Do they let Aristotle pick up the ace here and send him in first on the hunt? I don't know, but whatever happens, that's a free bomb plant, and Aragorn, as long as he isn't caught off guard here, should be able to cling onto that AK and pick up a free frag. There we go, 2 on the board for sAw, and I am immediately worried for Movistar Riders.
Yeah, this is a very nice early pickup. Immediately, right off the bat, pretty nice and clean. Movistar, of course, they will immediately bring out actually that orb. That is spicy. Martinez, yeah, time to shine for him. And we have seen him really do very nice work over on Vertigo, so let's see if he can shine in a similar way here right now on Anubis. Perhaps a bit more difficult. We have seen the lack of impact from AWPers overall and well, just in general in CS2. Vertigo people did start to wake up a little bit more in comparison to Overpass. Right now needs to be the turnaround point. Anubis does spot one through the door. Not quite the kill, but it's good damage dealt. And at least sAw will see, well, fully respect it. I don't think so. Maybe still looking to commit. But the bomb is on their backs. So if they do go for this, they need to still deal with NMS, who is remaining around the corner.
And to be a good AWPer on this map, you need to be incredibly versatile, especially on that CT side, as Martinez has been given an opportunity to start in his proceedings. Spots a couple of mid players here as that timer ticks on down the story. Bearing through to the wrong side is covered off perfectly by Aragorn. This is lovely CS, lovely mid control right now for sAw as Aragorn does run out and fall to Mopos, and Davigi quickly to follow it up with another kill. Ujax is low, but Story ensures that Mopos is lower. It's a 3 versus 2 right now for the CT side, but very heavy pressure applied, and Ujax steals away a frag. 16 and 12 HP on Ujax, and Story, though, this will not be an easy post-blunt for them. Martinez and Just a bullet apiece required, and there we go. Just will start, Just will also finish. A lovely conversion, and that is a vitally important round for Movistars to put up on the board.
Yeah, Adamas did a lot of work, and even though he was not quite able to finish off the kills he started off with, yeah, it's the buffer eventually created the health the health difference. That really makes a difference in a post-plant scenario like this. At least I do get a bomb plant out of this, so sAw still able to buy up here after that loss. even actually get an off on their own end. Story has that one in his hands up against the one of Martinez. Still, it was somewhat of a costly round. You can see the money is not quite building up just yet. They need a couple more in order to do exactly that. But Movistar is on the board. Now let's see if they can convert.
Movistar can put 2 up on the board here. They break the likes of sAw in an indignant fashion. Already a much better start to Movi's CT side than we've seen in the past, and Forza again a pretty good marker. There's a solid team out here in Challenger. 2 very different results between our 2 Iberian competitors. Should be indicative of some form of pattern. Abby G, a smoke towards Ujax's position allows him a little bit more wriggle room towards stuff. That Molotov flashes him back. As Mopos now towards B lane, goes for the 2-man swing. Roman's position as yet unaccounted for, but he's swiftly dispatched off. Nice trade from Story. Look at this though, Mopos overwhelmed, still picks up a frag. Can he double up? No, but Anubis will assist. And that is a great start to round for Movi.
Immediately striking back. They have the info. Anubis is almost able to line him up, but he's just going to be patient, waiting for that smoke to fade. And backup is on the way as well. Martinez, even with a USP in hand, it doesn't matter. He's able to pick it up with ease, and there we go. Quick defuse coming through. And so, even though, once again, we do have a bomb plant coming out, yeah, eventually the money will be gone. And you need rounds on the board in order to secure just a little more.
I mean, sAw have a 35 CT round win percentage versus a 50 T round win percentage, meaning that if they're not picking up, 8 rounds on this T side, they can pretty much kiss their chances goodbye of being able to make it to that lower bracket round of 1 in our playoff segment here to the ESL Challenger League Season 46. Yes, it is a little bit of a mouthful, but that's what these teams have been fighting for very long damn time now. As Aragorn looking to fight for a bit of mid-control, but it's only pistols right now for the T's, and already chip damage being dealt.
Oh, flashbang. Oh, but look at that. The backup from Martinez is so good. Almost about to be overwhelmed. But on the initial flash contact, Martinez still has the opportunity to strike. Love that teamwork. And, oh, Mopos needs to be a bit careful. Tech9s do make a lot of damage happen. So need to be careful not to really throw this round away. Flashbang comes on through. Great positioning here for Just, but still. Ooh, it gets a bit dicey once again. I'm not too sure how these pistols do it. And I guess you fight pistols with pistols. It's Martinez to finish off this round. But that was a little bit closer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that was a surprisingly costly round for Movistar Riders there. They can't be afforded to make too many more of those mistakes, as the CT side economy is a difficult one to build on up. But momentum also difficult to build up on your defending side, something that sAw looked to smack down with a tactical timeout called here. Their first one out in round number 6. Usually indicative of signs of struggle, and I'd say, yeah, there have been a couple of iffy moments here already. Shout out to the Pistols for doing so much work, so much damage through the Movistar side. But they are still far from out of the hot water just yet. First of all, because they're in Egypt.
Time to see if sAw can make waves. Movistar at least has a great comeback, a great turnaround already. And really showing, you know, on the back of the previous map, that they could do it. They could turn the water around, and the track record is a bit better on the side of Movistar here on Anubis. That in itself already a bit of a scary point to deal with.
Yeah, my geography-based puns are wasted, viewers. sAw looking not to waste an opportunity here in the buy round. Movistar not want a bit of util in their direction, but they've been fairly conservative so far, which is definitely the right solution. Dabby G forced forward rather than backwards. His sound cue will have been heard. And the free fire subsequently comes on through, but Davi just about able to tuck in time to prevent himself from taking any damage from Story's spray. Instead, a nade will be used to propel that smoke. They actually be able to spot Story, not quite. Instead, they try and fight Aristotle. Davi gets away with one. It's a clean trade from Story. A 4-on-4 ensues here. Oh no, Story's just off guard, going back for another spray. Can't quite convert. Anubis taking heavy damage. And Mopos realizes he needs to fall away and wait for backup on B.
Here's the smoke drop. And there is some backup on the way, but it takes a long time. Maybe. Oh, he's able to drop the bomb on the cross. Has the backup now, and oh, they almost line up. Anubis at least able to find a second. Now a 2-on-2. Health is somewhat in a similar spectrum. One player is full, one player very, very low. But with the bomb being planted still util into play, what can Movistar do? Oh, the cross. It happened. And they're not quite aware that there's a player already close. Now Martinez has spotted, but he is down to 12 HP. Roman has the advantage, can just toy with his food right around the pillar. And that is a great play. That is sAw back on the table, making it 3-3.
That timing from Roman was absolutely insane. His fade behind that close pillar is definitely what one saw that round there. The AWP was so keen, so well trained, but attack time called by Movi here. Tries to quash that very same momentum that sAw broke of theirs in the previous. Back 10 on Ujoks here, Galil on Aragorn, but otherwise it is a pretty stable buy. The same cannot be said for Movistar Riders, as they're going for a force investment around Edames's shotgun purchase. Mopos and Devi G slightly fairer and better. Yeah, this is not a comfortable buy for the CT side though, and they don't really have the utility to afford themselves a conservative style of play. They do at least have 5 smokes to delay this sAw push, but it's the Molotovs and the lack of them that really get you on this map.
New round, new chances. Movistar though. I mean, they have something to work with. Is it the best? No. But I do wonder whether Swag 7 is going to be sitting. Ooh, it's actually already taking quite a nasty hit over towards the middle. Smoked off, so no one at least going to be pushing for the time being. On the flip side is a Galil of Aragon. Continues to do... Oh! I want to say, sort of, maybe trying to force him out. Not quite the case. Instead, Anubis lands a very cheeky shot. On the flip side, Aragon is just a bit lower. Over here, looking to get some information over towards the main entrance. Go and push. And Roman isn't the one to deal with it. That's a great nade upon him. They continue to put the pressure up on sAw. But they also try to crunch. Try to close in up on this bomb site, but it's not quite going clean. Taking HP damage, taking a loss in the process. And it might all fall apart. Instead, they're going nice and hot, nice and quick. And it's actually just Swag that deals with both.
Oh my god, Anubis on the Swag 7 does it in style to swift and clean conversions. As they start knifing each other in celebration, that's when you know it's going well for a CT side on Anubis. sAw, that was a force buy from them. They invested everything that they possibly could. And honestly, with Movistar picking up a 5th effectively for free here, I think they've done enough on their CT side. 5 rounds is a bare minimum I prescribe for eventual success, with this 5 rounds being delivered to them on a silver platter, unless Aristotle has individualistically got other ideas. Yeah, it's so clean so far. Devi G can't quite convert the frags, but he does get away with 2 for the price of 1. And Martinez right back there for the trade. Anubis on the hunt. This is going to be a collapsing of sAw. Look at that. Anubis saws them in half. This is a 5-3 scoreline for Movistar Riders on their significantly weaker half. This is not the sAw I'm used to seeing at all, Veerless.
No, their track record on Anubis is It's not great. They have actually played it 11 times, but the win percent is only 18%. That is very, very shockingly low. So I think they've won it like twice.
Yeah, I think
Out
that's
of the
2 out of
11
11.
times.
They went
So
against Rubik and the Prodigies. And bearing in mind the Prodigies
yeah.
had 2 stand-ins and it was a 13-10. Not a great achievement.
No, so already the stats are not lying, saying sAw, this map is a bit of a weak spot for them. Already here, losing story right off the bat, and so is Ujerks. Out of the equation, and Martinez is not even done yet. Both of them still waiting for A-long pushes, and it's right around the corner. Oh, okay, that's at least very nice follow-ups, but Justice answering immediately, and I love this. So not expecting maybe counter-aggression to come out, even more trades, even more people to be at A-long, but yes, that is now a dropped bomb, and Aragon is just by himself.
Aragorn edges his way into his own demise as Just whips his hair clean off. Gorgeous 4K there from Just. A couple of punishing blows against his ex-teammates, making things all the more satisfying indeed. Yeah, my prediction of a 2-1 for Movistar Riders might well be coming true after all, but this is not the fashion in which I expected. I really thought both teams would
Yeah.
take their own map picks. sAw, after a very dominant start on Overpass, were looking like they were able to 2-0 this whole thing, but a flimsy end to the first half on Vertigo and a shaky start to the second undermined all of that, and now Moby right back in the driving seat. As yeah, if they were to lose Anubis now after a 6-3 half, even if this ends 6-6, I would be in absolute and utter shock.
Pistols and utility, that is what they got in the bag. They're going to be perhaps making a run for A here. Very fast, but they don't have a smoke. Oh, look at the damage that is coming through and out. Well, pretty much blink and they are gone. Okay, maybe not quite. Arizochi does get one more kill with a Tech 9. Technically an equalized number here. And a re-smoke, so I think they might be able to get a bomb planted. There we go. I think that's still a win in my book. They have 2 rifles picked up. And now Movistar, what are you going to do?
Yeah, but sAw are so far behind right now that even if they get this round over the line, and fairly convincingly so, I just don't think it's going to be enough in the latter stages of this game. And Movistar in the 3v3 still going for this retake, it seems. A flash around the corner won't actually blind any of the sAw players, but they could well be blindsided. Dabby G-Lo falls flat. Martinez delivers a nice frag, though, and hold on a moment. If they stick the defuse now, this might still be around. They've got a smoke on the bomb, but not for sprayed down by Arizochi. As he might have put down to this explosion. No, gets out in the nick of time. It's a 4th on the board for sAw in unlikely circumstances, but still plenty of money to buy on the CT side, given Just has $10,000. And sAw trailing by 2 rounds at the end of the half after Movistar guarantee an equaliser. It's still going from bad to worse for them. There's just a slight alleviation in the doldrums that they're in.
Ooh, boost up in middle. Not quite paying off this time around. Movistar not committing towards middle. Sitting behind the door. And Anubis is by himself, so no one here to back him up. And does get the initial take, but there is an immediate trade. Now Martinez on the way to try and get a flick going, not quite. Oh, but look at the nade. That is absolutely insane damage. And now Mopos look at the push right on through. He's getting 1. He's getting 2. Switches to the AK. Perhaps even more for him to be lining up. And Movistar is not taking a chill kill. They want to get the kills, and they are getting the kills.
Yeah, that was just an absolute clean up there. Mopos lovely 3K. Movistar Riders onto 7 CT-sided rounds onto the most one-sided and most T-sided map in our game right now. And yeah, sAw, what more can they do but hold their heads in their hands at this stage? They've got not enough for a buy outside of Aristote's upgraded AK. Yes, they've got a decent bit of utility here, excuse me. But Movistar have everything they could possibly ask to muster in this final round of play. Orbs. 3 AKs on the CT side. I mean, that's always indicative of signs of struggle for your opposition, for your T side. There's Dammy G back at it again, down towards the dark corner, and being 7-7 as an IGL is, yeah, definitely no laughing matter as the rest of his team surging forward even further. Nice response there on the util as Ujo just runs to an early and inevitable demise. What was finding a double up with Dabby G. Dabby G at 3K. The round's over. The round is already over. We've not even hit the 1 minute mark, and it's an 8-4 scoreline for Movistar's CT side. Massive congrats to the Spanish side, but can they convert? Find out after this break.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
It is currently 8-4. Movistar on the road to take this best of 3 series down. And thus far, really had a great start on CT side Anubis. You don't hear that every day. But now they are getting to their more comfortable side. And while the win rate is not lying, it's definitely a lot better than sAw. They want to make it work. They need to start shining right now. But the start, not great. It is Story, the first one to fall here in this second pistol. And Uturks maybe hoping to get something going. They'll spot a player here or there. There's finally the kill. That at least makes things, well, even, but only for a second.
Yeah, this is an uncomfortable scenario for sAw as Aristote, bullied by Martinez's quick swing. The P250 back in a bunch as Roman and Aragon struggling to the point where he can't even jump over the smallest of hurdles, let alone overcome this hurdle of a map. Aragorn 1 versus 3, and he has not had a nice past 2 games. Runs into a 3-man crossfire and is lucky to still be standing this late stage of the round. Lopos cleans him up with Martinez, and that is Movistar Riders finding 9. Now, I don't know if it's just me, Vilas, but I feel like this entire series has just been playing out very, very weirdly. Weird rounds, strange pacing, and coming on to Anubis, that's not really an exception. sAw just absent throughout the majority.
Yeah. sAw is struggling to adapt. Of course, pistol is a pistol, and it always is a bit 50-50, but over here, it does look a little lackluster now. Of course, bare USPs in their pockets. It's gonna be one hell of a fight. Do you hear footsteps? Maybe they can make something work at least on Just, potentially, or Davy. We're all gonna be peeking, but one by one is maybe not quite the way. Try to overwhelm. There we go, that's 2 kills. Actually, once again, it is Ujox who's finding both of them. Or he will eventually be traded. Only Arazote is met with Martinez and also met with a bullet in the face. 10-4, double digits secured. And now, Movistar on the road. 3 more they need to find. And they have a player spot secured.
It definitely looks like we're watching 2 teams here with no or inexperienced IGLs. But it's good to see that WG is clearly adapting on the fly a lot faster than what I will assume is either Roman or Aragorn IGLing on the flip side. WG is actually fracking quite nicely for these past 2 maps. Overpass was a shoddy individualistic performance and a poorly called T-side. The CT was significantly better, but not enough to recover from the beating that sAw dished out to start with. And sAw looking to dish out a beating with utility damage here. Davy is low, Adam S is 2, and actually a lot of mid-control was taken for a moment. But Movistar cease to be pressured in towards this position. Story just on the constant jiggle as Util set up for a Movi A execute here. Martinez just checking the rear flank as well. This is going to be a painful split if sAw are not prepared for it. Oh, they just lost their mid-control, Velas.
Could come to bite them real quick. If Movistar continue to push this, an A split seems more than likely, and there still is no response. There's a deep smoke into middle. Surely Story would have to find out, and actually the first kills go the way of sAw. Now the eyes are actually up on middle. And look at this. Movistar fall back.
Okay. That's some fantastic defensive util there from sAw. Movistar just not getting anything done. Story now peeking in towards middle. This might just be a save call. Or they leg it into B. And I like this. Legging it into B, probably the solution here. Uda out on an island. Roman does rotate in time to provide some support. But, ooh, that's great spacing. Not very nice from Movi. But somehow does not matter. With 7 seconds to spare in the round, the bomb is planted. And Adam S and Mopos adapt some unconventional post-mark positions here. Mopos playing a little aggressive, trying to spot one of those rotating temple players. Aragorn swings wider though, finds a lovely frag, leaving Adam S in the 1 versus 2. Dancing around the back of the site here, sees footsteps. Aragorn is going to fall. Aristotle also sprayed down upon Movistar Riders. A criminal steal of a round, a 2 versus 4 capitalized. And that is now an 11-4 scoreline for the Spaniards. This Iberian battle shaping up to be very one-sided in map 3.
Absolutely insane. Adam S survives with barely any HP left on his health bar. That is, yeah, you already said it, but it is absolutely criminal that he's able to get away with that. So, no punishment coming out of them. Now, 11-4 down. You have somewhat money to work with. It's not going to be ideal, but you need to get something on the board, or else this game is done and dusted.
Yeah, there's almost a lack of cohesion there on the sAw side on that retake. As Movistar just allowed to get away with murder. I still can't believe that 1 versus 2 is not converted by sAw. It looked like the spray was already done, already converted, but no. Movi, alive and kicking. And even the toughest of ordeals, the worst of terrains. But now with only 2 more rounds required for them to win this whole damn thing out, bag themselves a lower round playoff spot. I mean, they can be sitting pretty comfortably as long as they don't let it go to their heads until the job is actually done. sAw have been looking limp and lifeless, near useless on this CT side as, well, exactly we initially anticipated.
Nades are there, trying to fake the smoke away. Flash. Alright, second flash actually is really good. Oh, but it can't get it to kill. There's no way that Adelswatcher gets away with that. Makes his way back to safety. Oh, the second flash was almost near to perfection. Couldn't quite finish it off due to the smoke. But threats have been deployed. Adelswatcher remains close. Goes to repeat. Has everyone beside him. And he is able to trade.
Okay, Aragorn and Story, one apiece. That's important kills found. sAw battling back, even though it looks like they've already drawn their last couple of breaths. If they can convert this round over the line, it's at least slightly less embarrassing as scoreline to round up on, but even more embarrassing is them letting this round slip away here and now. Debbie G gearing up, the swing comes in. He won't find the frag though, instead it's just picking up the only kill. And a round conversion there for sAw. Finally, they find 5. Is this something they can continue on? I sure do hope so.
It was the very first map when Movistar looked extremely flat and they did get something off the ground at the very end. But you do always wonder, is it, is it maybe too late? I don't know. I'll have to find out. There's at least money in the bank once again to get a goodbye. Not quite for Movistar, so it will be pistols. But we've also seen these pistols really ramp up their opponents. And maybe with a fast, explosive play, who knows what they can do. They also have an additional Mach 10 in the form of NMS. And it smells like potentially a bit of a B-split here.
I mean, speaking of a fast, explosive play, I do like that nade from sAw to check into canals with a double swing. They get a lot of information, they see 2 pistol players, but they've also gamble stacked the right bomb site, yet haven't been able to dispel even a single... Well, okay, ignore that point. They've just found 3 kills in the space of 2 seconds. They have been able to find kills, and Roman looks to convert the entire round. Martinez, 1 versus 5, ace plus required. And funnily enough, that's not going to come on out in his favour. 6 on the board now to sAw. And it's good to see that they are at least fighting this one tooth and nail as best they can.
Yeah, happiness definitely shines through. So, yeah, 1 step closer again to making a tied up scoreline, potentially still winning this map. It's not going to come easy, not at all. At least the scoreline is better in comparison to what we were earlier talking about, the 13 to 2, I mean, against Forza. Which is actually also going to be the opponent they're going to be facing, or whoever loses. Will be. So, yeah, keep your eyes open. Because I think both avoid them. And Movistar once again needs to do it with pistols in hand. This time, lesser versions of them, lesser util alongside of it as well. It's just, we have a bit of extra cash, we might as well use it.
Yeah, they're just supplementing the buy with whatever they can muster, but unfortunately, it's not really going to work out all that well for them. Except for Just, who is a menace right now on the server. But yeah, sAw pretty quickly dispel any hopes of getting more than just a PT50 headshot in the round. They're starting to build up a bit of bank balance, some momentum, some rounds more importantly, and so Movi used their second tactical timeout to try and break this spree. 4 rounds required for sAw to get an equaliser, and remarkably, they've picked up a record number of CT rounds on what was initially appearing to be a dilapidated defense.
And Movistar still have another timeout left even after this, even if it were to really go awry. But I do like this, yeah, throwing a timeout from the company again. We did comment on them, you know, them not using many timeouts like this necessarily, so they are now.
Well, that tech timeout result in a round converted, though. There's no direct correlation, that much is for sure. As Adam S looks to ensure that there is, who just instantly removed the top fragger and most consistent player of sAw, vetted and Aragon close to death. If that's not a convincing enough start required for a round win, then I don't know quite what is, as Aristotle in the back lines of middle fades away, rotates over towards B, and that is not the correct site to fend off what is going to be a full-on 4-frontal A-bomb site hit. Story in the danger zone here. Can he fend off a full 5-man push?
Well, that's the first. The flashbang will take him out, though. He was 4 white, nothing he could do, and now there's 3 players very far away. Aragon also extremely low, so just will have to be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is money, so, you know, they still have a shot at this. But, yeah, maybe not quite worth throwing all the weapons away.
Yeah, it's a cold style out here for sAw right now. Having to give up match point, giving up 5 chances for Movistar to close. We've been here before, it seems. As slowly but surely Movi sidle out of the A-bomb site, confident in their victory here. No doubt smiles cracking across their faces as they know full well that this rivalry has been going on for a long damn time, and they might just be able to even up the win count. If they win this, it would be 3 series each over the course of their recent history.
Five rounds. That is what sAw need. We know it can be done. We have some players who are definitely starting to ramp up right here up in that second half. Martinez does spot a player, not quite hitting the shot just yet. Also a bit of a warning shot, has the bomb on his back as well. And Movistar, well, they just play a bit default. Players over towards B, mid, water, you name it. Just trying to get map control going. See where there's a gap in the defense and where sAw will make mistakes.
It's just a constant poking and prodding here by the Movistar Riders. You give them an inch, and they don't just take a mile, but they take a heap full of round counts with it. sAw, no doubt, incredibly on edge at the moment. Heavy breathing, nervous sweating, but Davy is the only one to take proper damage in the round so far. And sAw convert this kill and subsequently convert a saving round. We'll have to wait and see as the util flies in. B, again, the point of call.
Oh, and just falls. That could be a bit of a problem, and there is a massive smoke wall. Gotta be committing though. Oh, the nade. Close to being perfect, but we're still covered from another smoke. So Movistar, they do get their bomb planted. Martinez is, well, he's on the way to deal with Aragon, and he does so, and there's a follow-up kill. But 2 here in return. A player advantage for sAw. They want to stay in this, but Mopos currently is saying no. Roman goes down, and Movistar pick up the win, 13-7.
Movistar Riders, a fantastic finish. A brutal match.